I will not buy new plants because I have
so many,
but I suck at it. Hello, fellow plant weirdos. It's your girl, Carmiel Marceline. If you are new to the channel, hey, welcome to the family. We unabashedly hyperfixate on plants here, which honestly, now that I think about it, isn't the best for my wallet because I will promise myself that I will not buy new plants because I have
so many.
Yet something happens, one thing leads to another, and then I find a package with my name on it that says live plants. Sound familiar? So what is impulse spending? Well, it means that you are making purchasing decisions without any thought or careful consideration. You are prioritizing your wants in a particular moment versus evaluating the implications down the road. Today, I'm going to share 7 tips to help you stop impulse spending. I will say I haven't necessarily tried all of these, so some of them could not actually be helpful. Tip number 1, remove your saved credit card information. And I mean this both physically and mentally. I do my best to not memorize my credit card information because
that is dangerous, super dangerous.
I'll quickly just like online and then I'll immediately purchase something. And why this is great is because it just adds one more step, right? You'll have to go to your wallet to grab your credit card, type it in, and something about that just makes me not want to purchase something because it's going to be a hassle. And because it's a hassle, it makes me actually consider whether or not I need this purchase or this plant. Is it something that is revolutionary that's going to change my life tomorrow? The answer is likely not. Tip number 2, unsubscribe from emails and text messages. There are so many times where I have zero intention of buying a plant, right? I'm on a plant ban, I don't need anything. And then I'm checking my text messages or even in my email inbox and I see this lovely subject line that's like, spring sale 40% off for Ecogenera's website or Aeroid Market. And I'm like, I'm just gonna look, gonna take a peek, see if there's anything that will, get my interest. And what ends up happening, something does. I always find something I end up liking. If you unsubscribe from both of these things, it helps reduce temptation. What is also great about this is you don't know if there's a sale going on, so you don't feel like you're missing out on a sale and there's no immediate urgency to act then and there. Tip number 3, create a 24-hour rule. Honestly, you can play around with the time frame. The more expensive a purchase is, the longer you wait, but 24 hours is a good rule. If you see something you like, take a pause, wait a day. Do I actually want it? Did I just want it in the moment because it made me feel better? That always happens to me. But what I find is that I usually forget about what I wanted to buy in the first place and then realize I can continue living my life fine without it. Tip number 4, use cash. There's something absolutely unsettling about watching cash just leave your wallet. It's something that's extremely painful for me. But do I have the same thing happen when I'm swiping or tapping my credit card, tapping my phone with Apple Pay? No. Using cash is also called a budget envelope method. You basically put money for fun or for plant supplies, plants, into an envelope for a given period of time. So if this is how much, let's say I can only spend $50 every month on plants, I will put that cash in that envelope, and when I see no more monies, which happens all the time, I can't spend any more money on that. Tip number 5, replace emotional spending with something that is free. I've briefly talked about the emotional aspect of overspending or going shopping, which I'll link up in a previous video up there for you. And It's true. When we're having a bad day, I like to go to Target. I like to go to TJ Maxx. It just makes me feel better. And sometimes that's not the healthiest. I mean, it's called retail therapy for a reason. If you notice this happening, one thing you can do is try to change that behavior. If you notice that you're feeling blue, feeling upset, be fully present, understand why you're feeling that way, and opt to do something free. For instance, you could go for a fun walk with one of your best friends. I love to go for walks with Otis. Tip number 6, write a little note on your credit card. Now, this one is super cute because all you need is a sticky note and you can write a little message that can say, "Bitch, don't do it. You don't need more freaking plants." And then you just stick it on there, put that in your wallet. So every single time you take that credit card out of your wallet, you're reminded that maybe you shouldn't be buying that new Skindapsis. It'll help you ultimately consider whether or not this is something you should proceed with. Now, I can't say I've figured out the solve for Apple or Google Pay yet. Tip number 7, one in, one out. Now, this one is great in theory, but I suck at it. Clearly, because I have 100 plus houseplants. That doesn't really work for me, and I should really work on it. For everything you buy, you need to get rid of something as well. And this ensures that every planter you get is just not collecting dust and hanging out underneath your bed, on your shelf, in your closet, in your dresser. There you have it. Those are 7 small little actionable tips to stop impulse spending on plants and plant supplies because, baby, I know we all do it. Did you learn anything new? Was there anything that you are gonna try? Anything you would love to share with our amazing plant weirdo community? Comment down below. If you liked today's video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every single time I post, ring that bell. And with that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for spending it with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, bye!